Open my hands, otherwise I will not leave you all. I will kill you all, one by one. They shouted, but there was silence outside. Did they tie me up and leave on their own? They was grumbling in shock. I don't know if anyone be able to find me. There was mumbled under his breath. Just then the door opened and he came in. Tim pressed his lips and looked at him. How did you like my surprise? And your new home? He said while coming closer to Tim. Open my hands. I'm not afraid of you. I was not afraid before, nor I'm afraid now. My dear, you said that because of your husbands, right? Even this father couldn't find me, so forget him and only remember me. Tonight, we're leaving for Australia. He said with a sarcastic smile. While pulling the hair, they shook his head in denial, looking at him with stern eyes. No, I will not go with you. It is your mistake that I will go with you, they said, looking at his long face in shock. Hey, just like you came here, you will also reach Australia in a blink of an eye. My dear, we will get married there, he said in a sarcastic tone. They get scared. How's my plan? Ali asked with a smile. I have to go to washroom, they said while thinking. You know the moral of fraud with me. Go to the washroom, but if you do anything, and you know me very well, he said seriously. They pressed his lips and shook his head. Please, send me to the washroom. I can't control myself. They said while making a crying face, only which Ali stared at him and went to call someone from outside. 2 minutes later, a fat, medium-sized woman came in. The harshness was reflected in his face of this woman. Come on, boy. Go ahead. She opened him and pressed the forward. She spoke with a stern face. They came to the washroom. Finish your work quickly and came out. The woman pushed them inside and spoke. What should I do? Hon, you can do anything. The person can do anything. Save me from here. They leaned against the washroom door and cried. Could Taekook be looking for me? They was wiping away his tear and talking slowly. How would they know this place? I don't know. What place is this? They said worriedly, removing his hair from his face. Here didn't even have a window, they said in shock, looking at the washroom. How long did you take? Come out. When the sound came from outside, he came out washing his face. They kept turning back and looked at the woman who was looking at him. Oh God, what should I do now? By the way, what place is this? They spoke to the woman politely. Stop talking nonsense, or I will slap you. The woman shouted, twisted the arm. They shouted in pain and pushed the woman. Go away, you fatty. I was respecting you, but not anymore. They shouted, pushing the woman, on whom the woman had jumped to hit and they ran toward the long corridor, hitting the woman's stomach with a leg. Where did this woman expect this but this boy? She had considered the innocent. Wait, I'll set you up now. The woman ran after him, shouting angrily. The woman was fat, but she ran fast. They kept running, looking back, as fast as he could. It was probably a mansion with long corridors and many rooms that were closed. They stopped for a while, leaning against the wall. My God, where did I get stuck? They said while taking a deep breath. Seeing the woman call out to someone, they ran toward the corridor on the left side. They now saw 2 or 3 people behind him, including Ali. They started running up the stair. Stop them, otherwise you will be responsible for all this. Ali said angrily. They climbed the stair with heavy breath and reached the roof. This is the roof? Where should I go now? They grumbled while looking around. Where they all also reached there. Where should you go now? All the way you're closed, my darling. He said angrily. I will not leave this boy. He hit me. The woman had moved toward they with a terrible intention. They stood there. He watched the woman coming closer toward them. The woman was about to grab the hair in his hand, and they followed quickly and grabbed his hair of the fat woman in his fist. Be aware, if anyone touch my hair, I will break their hand. They shouted while shaking his woman hair. The woman had shouted, Catch this! The woman shouted to her man. 3 men had run toward him. When they threw the woman at them, he ran toward the wall. If I jump from here, I will die. They looked down, but they turned back to run to jump to another wall. When Ali pulled his hair and pinned him to the wall. They said with his hand on his waist, You get out of here. Don't touch my hair now, they said while started to cry. And Ali put his hand on his wrist. He smiled. You can curse me as much as you want, but your sweet curse can't change anything about me, Ali said with a smile. They got up and ran outside, looking at him, and the same fat woman come in front of him again. What's wrong with you, fatty? You will burn in hell with this man's too. My husband, he won't leave you all. They threatened them. What will your husband do? It's been 4 hours since you disappeared, and he hasn't been able to find you yet. Wow, what a loser your husband is. I'm so happy to see your helplessness. Ali had laughed as soon as he said this, and all his men had started laughing along with him when a loud sound of helicopter would start echoing in the air. Everyone was shocked and started looking at that. The helicopter was sound slowly approaching, which made everyone look at him in shocked eyes. Seeing them looking up, they was about to run away when Ali quickly grabbed his vest. My bird is very fond of running. I think I have to cut my bird's wings. I have to break your legs. Then my bird couldn't even fly. He took the toy in his finger and spoke in a mocking tone. They started looking at him in surprise at what he was afraid of. You broke my legs? They started asking in shocked. Absolutely, my darling. Then you can't go anywhere. Then the helplessness that appeared on your face. Believe me, that gave me a lot of fun. He spoke in a mocking manner again, at which they were scared and shocked. Everyone was surprised to see that coming closer to the roof. The fat woman pinned Tate to the wall. They was looking at the being jump from the helicopter, who was wearing a black pants and shirt and something like helmet on his head, for which only his eyes were visible, but they could recognize his being. He was approaching they quickly, with the gun holder tried his waist. They bite the woman's hand, which made the woman leave him. They had run toward Jungkook. The roof was very big. They immediately hugged Jungkook,